Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Raft Mechanic, the Scrap Mechanic mod. Today I will be doing the end of the game. Okay, between last and this, I finally managed to get the little trader dude over here from the warehouse, and I looted the warehouse. Brought back a load of all the pipes, the floor pieces, all the stuff that was outside, as well as all the dirt that was in the warehouse. Not sure what I'm going to do with it all, but there's that. And then this is all of the garment boxes I've picked up. So I'm going to do a little undressing. I went over to the Scrap Mechanic workshop and I looted the scrap village that was over there. Completely removed everything that was on it and just finished the gauntlet back, where the sharks have eaten a good portion of my boat, several of the panels that were on here that I had picked up, as well as several other things. One of the other things I did is, as you can see, I made myself a bit of a submarine. Let's break this off and have a look at this thing so we can see it. Turn you off for a second. There we go. Seat to scrap engine. There we go. I had welded it to the back of the raft so that I could get over here with it, and had to use it to help push. But the way I designed it is I can attach the two resource pods to either side. Get them rotated the long ways. If I line them up like that, it almost centers the balance. I found out one of my tanks is slightly further forward, and that's causing me a bit of an unbalance issue. But with those two resource canisters on, it has a positive buoyancy, and I just basically drop it down and scurry along on the drills, just using two propellers to drive around. Works fairly good. It's not great, but it does the job. Also, I went and I picked myself up the cookbot and the dressbot, so that I can work with these clothing things and have a look at what those are. But last mission we cracked open that warehouse and brought this little trader back, one of his crew members. Oh, and I'm hungry again, and I have no food on me, of course. Suppose I have no food in there either. Alright. Collect that, please. And collect those. There we go. That should shut that growly thing up. So here's our little trader dude. I pounded him across the water. I swam and pounded. There was really no easy way to deal with him. So we'll suck him up and talk to the trader. And this should theoretically be the last mission. rescue more of my crew. In the meantime, I'll think of a plan to get us off the planet and get us home. Okay, and then if we bring up the logbook, thanks for playing Chapter 2. Chapter 2 of the story coming soon. Don't forget to check out Dr. Pixel Plays. Yeah, okay. So that would be it for... Yeah, bye. The actual game. Had I known that, I would have had the explosives when I went into the warehouse, and I could have freed that trader and ended it the other day. So let's take this raft over here. I've been wanting to do for a while is fix this thing up, because the fish things that you have to fight, those little bitey nasty guys that you have to fight, they chew you to ribbons. Well, that's the... Okay, I'm not worried about that. They chew you to ribbons. So I figured now would be a good chance to do a little modifications and fix this up, just in case there actually ever is a second episode. So quite honestly, this one is going to basically be me doing a little bit of building. Now, I'm not sure what I want to do with all these soil plots. I mean, I need to grow soil for gardening, for seeds, but other than that, I really don't need a big garden. The little raft plots are good, but they use up seeds. So we're going to peel off a bunch of this garbage here. Now usually when I'm building in Scrap Mechanic itself, I'll find these shack pieces and I'll use them as basically as a floating walkway or scaffolding, because they float, but they also are easy to break, and you can't accidentally pick one up because they do take a second or two to cycle. But these I just brought back just because I had thought about doing was maybe getting a little, building a little shanty town for Trader and his buddies here, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's put that down. Yeah, I had this all lined up with TP all the way up to here from that village, and that's how much the sharks like the TP for some reason. Which is humorous. They also ate one of the mattresses. And I did lose a few of these because I had two large stacks here, and I'm down to a stack with a couple of remnants. Those things, the shark things, are very, very annoying. There we go. All the things that made up the entirety of the raft from the very beginning when we started, just about gone now.
Mandelman and Ham. Squished by Creation Mechanic F touchdown.
Oh yeah. If you're not squished by your creation at least once, you never know, you're not having any fun. Where is my workbench? There it is.
Mandelman and Ham. I'm not sure Raft and SM should have had a baby Bible thump.
Yeah, I have to agree. The mod is really, like, there's a lot of good things about it, and there's a lot of things that are kind of Yeah. Have you tried this mod? Have you played it? You're literally 2 blocks wide. Is that what it is?
Mendelman and Ham. It will take one of you stream egos to convince me of said previous statement.
Of what? I'm sorry. Of which previous statement? Just wanted to run one keel down the middle. That's not going to work. Will these fall off? Bet you they will. Yep. No, of course not. Makes shack walls. That's hilarious. I can make shack walls, but I can't make crates. 3 wide boxes. Okay, well, I was going to put a row of armored blocks down the middle, but I don't want to do a double wide row, so I wanted it down center. There we go. Center is right there. There. Okie dokie. That gets our propellers back up. I don't know, I still want to put kind of want an extra layer here. Of course, I personally cannot wait until they start coming out with the ability to have ramps in this game, or slopes. Okay, and okay. Come back right there. Follow that row back to there, and we'll take it. Like that. Just doing that to give it a little extra. I can't put a block in. I can put a block beside. Should have taken that up. There. Okay, so I could actually start by centering it on the center line. Which would be right there. that again. Yeah, that gives the propellers a fairly good amount of space to swing. I got 2 more. That's going to impact the east side of the propeller. Is going to hit that. Oh, for sure. Okay, so that's not good. We'll leave it like that. At least gives me a shield behind these things to prevent the nasty bitey guys. Still see the fuel line. Great. Use that space for switches and things too. Because that. So this switch goes to that motor. This motor, beef that puppy up a little bit. Hook to that one. That one. This one goes to that one. That one. That one. And these 4. Make sure these all spin the right way. Suppose I could put a third motor down so one motor just powers the drive wheels, but I don't think it's really that necessary. This motor connects to that. Switch connects to that. Oops. Fuel tank. And then seat. I want to see if I can do the seat to the 2 steering bearings as well. Might have to upgrade that seat again as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these. Not sure if I need to reverse these ones or not. Okay, let's take this off the lift and have a look. Turn that way, should push the front over. Okay, you can see the steering wheels. Yeah, so the steering wheels are backwards. Uneven no matter which way, right? It's fine. Full bright. I don't have my paint. That's okay. Yeah, don't worry, dude. You're coming up here. You're going to become my co-pilot. Aha, yeah. Keep me cheered up while I'm driving around on these bloody, ugly, cold, wet days. Alright, this we can cue. That can get painted black. Oh, you tell me I'm out of paint. That's always the way, isn't it? Run out of paint halfway through painting the place. Dude, I picked up tons of paint stuff. I'm out of flowers. Crap. Okay. There we go. These neutral buoyant tanks, I kind of like these things. They sort of work. Of course, it only is buoyant with the crates. I probably need to do is take that one and connect it underneath here someplace where I got the fuel tank or something, but I really don't feel like tearing this all apart to move that. So we'll leave that for now. It sits good. It sits a little low in the water, but it works. That's all that really matters. I need to go find some paint flowers. Oh my goodness, that's not moving it at all. Did I not turn that engine up? I didn't. Minimum power, no wonder it's not moving. There we go. It still doesn't turn very well on the ground. I guess these wheels just don't have enough friction. Choices I could do. I could probably double up the front wheels. Make another set of front tires and put like double front wheels on here. Some kind of fancy suspension deal or something. Well, that was the one thing I never made. I never finished making that stupid torpedo gun. Should see if I can do that. Alright, you can take that. Those. Bearing and wheel. Yeah, it's going to be kind of flimsy and tippy, but obviously need the extra traction. Okay, let's see if that handles any better. Well, not much worse, but at least it moves. I mean, it is a land yacht. It doesn't exactly steer. You don't exactly steer it, you dock it. Okay, so we've rebuilt the raft. Should handle a little bit more. I'd call it a raft. It's actually more of a boat than a raft. I can now start making my veggie burgers at some point once I start getting the rest of the ingredients. Cow guy's driving down the road again, making all kinds of noise. What am I hearing? Oh, that's the wheels. Okay. So before we wrap up for the night, I mean, I'm obviously not going to get all those cotton balls. I'm not going to make you wait for me to grow 70 cottons. I'm going to send the boat, see how she flies. Why is it listing again? 2, 1. You stupid idiot. Go away. Okay, so I'm going to have to open this deck up and put a little bit more flotation in here, obviously. Oh, I hear you biting. Where are you? You just bit a hole through my... I haven't even had it in the water for 5 minutes and they... Alright, well, I guess now's a good time as any to start going for that review part of the thing that I was talking about. First off, as a whole, I'd have to say some of the problems that I'm having with this. I'm going to start with the negative sides and then we'll work to the positives. First off, the biggest problem I've had with this game overall is it messes up with the video graphics for OBS, the recording software and whatnot. I've had nothing but problems with this mod pack. Problems I've never had with this game or any other game up until I put this mod pack on. Go away. Idiots, stupid, garbage shark things. Lucky I'm out of potatoes. Yeah, these things here, those things there are the biggest pain in the butt of anything in the game. They're glitchy. When they come to attack you, their differences are off. If you watch one coming in, you can see it renders very far away. It bounces. It's not very uniform. That's one thing I've had problems with, is those things. The way they attack, their attack animations and stuff, don't line up with the way they sit. I'm going to just get this boat out of the water before they break any more parts off of it. Literally, you have to fight a swarm of them to move forward. Like, I don't mind fighting a few, but even with the haybots and stuff, you never had to fight 10 or 20 other things, no matter what you did. Now, I was kind of hoping that adding a layer of metal to this ship, or this build, would give me some protection, but as you see, they've already punched holes through in a few places. And I haven't even made it from there to here. Both of those are fairly... Well, the graphics thing is the biggest complaint I have with the game, actually, believe it or not. It's the biggest problem I have. It's not unresolvable, but it is a big problem. The sharks are annoying. I don't believe that they were thought out very well as an enemy, and I believe that they have a lot to do with the increased lag. When you have too many of them, the game turns absolutely to a slideshow every time. And you can't kill them fast. Like, there's no easy way to kill them. Even with a spud gun, it's hard to kill them.
Lots of nasty beasties in the water.
Oh yeah, the water's just full of them. I got about 10 of them over here right now. But of the problems I have with the game, those would be it. So the graphics and the unbalanced sharks, fish, nasty things, whatever they are. Let's turn it around the other way. There we go. I love the mechanic of the water, the rafting, the boat, whatever. That was a really needed part to Scrap Mechanic. I really hope Scrap Mechanic does implement a few of these things. The tools that they have in this game, where it's not just a hammer, it's like you've got... I've changed my keys, and I can't find anything. Go away. The fact that you have a different pickaxe, a different pokey stick, an axe, the fishing rod, I believe. This grappling gun is useless, by the way. Dude, go away. I'm busy. That's all very... It's a good addition to the game, although it doesn't really add... It really doesn't improve the game a lot. Like, it doesn't really add much to improve the game. It is nice. Like, it's nice to have to think to what you're going to use, but then again, I can still chop fish with an axe or a sledgehammer or, you know, whatever. They added fishing into the game itself. Yeah, go away. The fact that you have to run a gauntlet of these stupid fish things, that, I think, is the biggest detractor from the game, apart from the graphics thing. Because no matter what, you can't protect yourself from them. Now, there's a issue I keep hearing where the propellers keep catching on stuff. And I don't know if that's just a graphic thing or if that's a Scrap Mechanic thing. Combined it with the fact that these fish seem to have a ridiculous attack radius, it could actually literally be one of those things geared up in the works. I just saw you. Where'd you go? Go away. The ability to make amphibious vehicles is really nice. The ability to make the submarine vehicles is nice. I tried on another game. Ow, you jerk. They really need to add a collect all for your loot bag. I tried on another game to build a helicopter using the suspension glitch block that they have in this game. It's very hard to control. Like, there's no commands or nothing for it. There we go. So that block, I think, needs a little bit more of a rework. That's this one here. The creation rotator. The cost for the Harpoon Gun, it's 50 metal 3 blocks. Now, I don't know if I have the components to make 50 metal 3 blocks, because I did want to see if I could make one of these and not fall off the edge. Yeah, look at that. Literally to that little island and back, and they ripped like a dozen holes in the side of the thing. Stupid. Absolutely worthless part to the game. Doesn't bring anything to it. Let's whip up a bunch of these. See if we can make up some of these. I have lots of ember now. I've got tons of metal. The ability to make a submarine type craft, I think, is really neat. Had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, a take all button seems like a no-brainer improvement.
Oh yeah, that's a Scrap Mechanic item as well. Now I know Scrap Mechanic had an announcement the other day where they said that they were going to put something in that would make mod worlds easier. So hopefully that'll be some addition that they can install, because I think it's the mod world is what's caused all the graphic issues. So I'm thinking that they changed something in the Scrap Mechanic folder with this mod that messes up with your graphics. So I'm really hoping to see that. See what kind of things that brings out when they bring in a mod support with Scrap Mechanics, if they ever bring out the update. I am seriously want to make one of these in my survival world now. What else was there? The story, the fact that they got the storyline working in this, I think was really, really beneficial. Having the trader, because we know the trader is going to be the quest maker. This is part of how he's listed in Scrap Mechanic. Having that part of the game actually working, so he's been tested out and it's working. I think that is really that's really a nice addition. Kind of a test out for Scrap Mechanic itself as a feature, I'm guessing. Let's see if we can harvest a few more of these. Overall, the mod itself, I don't want to say that it's really not worth it. I mean, it has given me quite a few hours of enjoyment playing Scrap Mechanic, because I've gotten totally bored with this game, Scrap Mechanic, in the past, because you reach a point, you raid your first warehouse, you build your guns, and that's as far as it goes. Can I do one more of these yet? 12 out of 20. I can do a purple, but I can't do a gold. I want to do the gold ones if I can, at least one of them. These little grow beds, I think these are really handy. I know this is part of the mod itself, and I kind of hope to see something similar to this come into Scrap Mechanic. These little planter beds cost a little bit more, a little bit harder to work with, but are you kidding? Oh man. Those ones over there aren't, yeah, they're not even growing yet. Okay. Just trying to think what else. I mean, the mod as a whole, I think is really, there's a lot of features that Scrap Mechanic needs that this mod has actually implemented. Additional crafting options and such like that. The propellers, definitely. Scrap Mechanic definitely needs the propellers. Yes, you can lift a creation with them. I did try that that one block, and you can lift a creation with them, but they are not that great. Thrusters would still be a better option if you can handle the fuel costs. Blocks, I wanted these. I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I need? 2 more of these. The buoyancy block that they added in this game, as well as the air tank. These buoyancy blocks and the controllable air tanks, I think, were really nice. As you see, if I turn the buoyancy blocks off, this creation will sink. Which I think is really handy. The underwater mining is also an interesting feature to add in. I'm not entirely sure if that's something Scrap Mechanic will ever do, but we'll see when they do the caves update, hopefully in the end of the next month, if they get around to it. Okay, can you make me that last tier 3, please? Thank you. I want to see how these component kits. Yeah, component kits. Like, what is the deal with this guy and his component kits? Like, the mod maker of this gives you everything, drops component kits. You can't scratch your butt without getting a component kit. Someone tell me what the deal is with that. Because that one just, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense at all. Whoops. I don't want to jump in bed. I wanted to click this guy, please. Okay, these are supposed to be for ammunition. Spiky and sharp. Uses ammunition. Look at the buoyancy on these things. Okay, that's weird. And this gives me 1 round of ammunition. Are you kidding me? Do I gotta load it? Okay, so you can recover them. Well, at least that's a start. Let's see if these things have any more damage, these stupid sharky things. So they're recoverable bullets. So that's always good. But it also means you're going to have floating what do you call them in the world? Could add to lag. Don't know what the point of the small propeller is, because honestly, you need the big propeller or more. I mean, I'm still having trouble moving this with the 5 propellers on here. I might have to see if I can stack up some more. Crap, what is time? nighttime. There is no way to pass till day, which really sucks. But that's also a scrap mechanic issue. Of course, these are all my opinions. If you guys have tried this mod, and I'd like to know what you think, if you have had similar experiences or not. Like, it would be, the Harpoon Gun would be worth the amount of hassle it takes to get if it literally one-hits these guys. No. And you don't have a targeting reticle or a targeting sight for it either. A little bit better than the spud gun, especially because you can fire it underwater, which you can't do with the spud gun, but at the same time, I don't know. I might see if this mod actually comes up with something new, or I'll see if there's anything else that comes out. Maybe if this mod maker worked with some of the other mods, improved the wings or something by bringing in some of the stuff from the wings mod, might help. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. Connection. As a totally useful or useless thing to add to the game. So that's going to do it for tonight. Hope you all enjoy. Thanks for watching. Good night for now.